Welcome to the new tutorial. In this tutorial, we will model this twisted brick shell concept. We will start by creating the form, arc, XZ-plane. Radius will be 400. Rotate. Right-click, degrees. Now we will create a series for the angle input. Connect a number slider to the count input. Connect another number slider to the step input. Now if I connect 8 to the count input, I will get 7 step. I will give an expression as x plus 1 to the count input. Now the number we connect to the count input is actually the number of steps. I want to rotate these arcs 180 degrees, so I'm going to divide 180 by the step number and connect result to the step input. Basically, we divided 180 by the number of steps and then multiplied by the number of steps. Now we will scale these arcs. We will use graph mapper for the scale factor, and the graph type will be linear. Range. Connect the count number. We don't need to give expression to the step input, because the result output is already 51. Graph output are between 0 to 1. But we cannot scale an object with 0. We need to remap numbers. Bounds. This is our source. Now we will create a domain for the target. Construct domain. Connect 1 to the input and connect 1.50 to the B input. Connect result to the factor input. Now loft the arcs. This is the form. Now, we will model this part. Brep edges. List item. Copy. Now we will divide these curves. Dash pattern. Length. Connect one of the curves to the length. division. When we divide the curve by 3, we get 2 dashes and 1 gap. There should be a dash at the beginning and end of the curve. That's why we should divide the length of the curve by an odd number. 37. Connect other curve to. Dispatch. Right now, the dispatch pattern is true-false. We will make it true-false-false. Panel. True, false, false. Right-click, multiline data. Curve. Copy. We will use these curves to model the hemispheres, and these curves to model this part. Now, bake these curves in close grasshopper. Extrude, -40. Move, -40. Extrude, -40. Shaded mode. Offset surface. Both sides, yes. Distance, 8. Offset other surfaces too. Now go to top view. Polyline. Rotate. Copy, yes. 180 degrees. Perspective view. Dup edge. Now select all the curves. Set point. Set Z. Isolate. Curve Boolean. Delete input. All. Delete unnecessary control points. Show objects. Move, -80. Extrude, 5. Dup edge. Move, -40. Extend, 150. Copy to clipboard, paste. Select one of them. Split. Isolate. We need this one. Delete the others. Extrude, -75. Offset surface, both sides, no. Distance, 16. Delete this curve. Top view. Polyline. Up edge. Now select the curves and go to top view. Draw this line. Now isolate the curves. Set point, set Z. Split. Divide, 5. Polyline. Curve Boolean. Delete input, none. Hide. Do it again. Delete, show objects. Set point, set Z. Extrude, 15. Hold Ctrl and Shift to select faces. Then move them 15. Up edge. Move, -40. Extrude, -40. Move, -40. Extrude, -35. Offset surface, 16. Offset surface, 56. Now, use selection filter and delete curves. Now we will draw a closed curve, then extrude it. We will use same commands that we used so far. Now we will make holes in the shell. There will be hemispheres in these holes. Offset on surface. Relay. .30. Offset surface. Boolean toggle. Distance will be 8. Now we will offset the curves too. Cap type will be none. Now we will create lines by connecting midpoints of the curves. Curve middle. Dispatch. Curve. We split the list, but it didn't work out exactly the way we wanted. We should split the list by the length of the curves. Length. Average. Smaller than. Connect it to the dispatch pattern. Now we have achieved the result we wanted. Copy the curve middle. Line. Copy. Pipe. Number slider. Cap type will be flat. Copy. Radius will be 15. We will use solid difference. But first we need to change the length of the pipes. We created lines by connecting midpoint of the curves. If we increase the offset distance of the curves, the length of the pipes also increases. Solid difference. Flatten the pipes. It looks okay. We will use lunchbox quad panels to create bricks now. Area. Scale. 0.9. We will offset these surfaces too. I connected 8 to the distance input, but something bigger than 8 could have been better. Now we can use solid difference again. But it would take a lot of time. Instead, we will use Boolean difference. Close grasshopper. Select pipes and make group. Then select these polysurfaces. Boolean difference. Now, open Grasshopper and bake this solid too. Finally, there are 2 things left to do. We will use the pipes we created before for this. Let's start with the small ones. Brep edges. We need these circles. Dispatch. Curve. Area. Scale. 1.3. Boundary surfaces. Offset surface. Boundary surfaces. Okay, the first part is over. Now we will create the hemispheres. Boundary surfaces. Dispatch. Curve. Area. Move. Now we need a translation vector. We can use the same line we used to create the pipes. The radius of the pipe is 15, so if we want to create a hemisphere, we need to move these points by 15, but the length of the line is 9. So we will create new lines. Copy these things. Make the offset distance 15. Now we will create arcs. First, we will create axis, line. Hide the unnecessary things for now. Arc SED. We need star and endpoint of these circles. Curve middle. Endpoints. Connect the axis lines to the direction input. Unsplit revolve surface. Connect arc to the profile input. Connect lines to the axis input. Now we will scale these circles and create surfaces. Scale. One point one. Boundary surfaces. Offset surface. Distance, 3. Now bake the things we created. Create a glass material and assign it to the hemispheres. Thanks for watching.